Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. With the Christmas season comes constantly changing weather. To tell us if this will lead to a gloomy holidays, we have Pagasa weather forecaster Ma'am Veronica Torres joining us via Zoom. Ma'am Veronica, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Miss Risa, and to all of our listeners.
Miss
With
Veronica,
the
what should we
weather,
expect? Yes. Is it going to be a rainy Christmas this year?
based on our tropical cyclone threat potential, in the weeks of around Christmas week, there is a possibility of a tropical cyclone forming in the possible it is embedded in along with the intertropical convergence zone, maybe around Christmas week.
But currently, are there any weather disturbances that you are already seeing or at least watching out for?
So for now, we're not monitoring any low pressure area or tropical cyclone inside or near the Philippine area of responsibility. Although for now, we're monitoring the shear line because it's the shear line is causing cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorm over Bicol region, Eastern Visayas, and Caraga.
Ma'am Veronica, can you give us a forecast of how the weather is going to look like in the coming week?
So for next week, we're expecting there's a possibility of a tropical cyclone forming on the eastern part of the Philippines, and if it persists, mostly the eastern portion of our country, possible eastern Visayas, and also the eastern portion of Mindanao. There's a possibility of rains over that area,
All right, we're praying
maybe
for
scattered rain showers.
definitely praying for better weather. Maraming salamat. Thank you. That was Pagasa weather forecaster Ma'am Veronica Torres. Meanwhile, Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Arsenio Balisacan says the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028 may be made available to the public by next year. More in this report.
The Philippines may achieve its middle-income economy goal in 2025, according to Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Arsenio Balisacan. He explained that the coronavirus pandemic made it impossible to achieve former President Duterte's 2020 goal and President Bongbong Marcos's 2024 target.
Kung hindi lang nag-COVID, dapat 2024 tayo. We would reach upper middle income status by 2024. But because of the sharp contraction of the economy in 2020 and the depreciation of the peso, that entry to that category of countries, upper middle income country, will now be 2025.
According to the World Bank, countries with middle-income economies are those with gross national income per capita of $4,256, or around 247,000 pesos. But Philippine statistics data shows that the country's GNI is only $3,300. Increasing the GNI is part of the Philippine Development Plan, or PDP, 2023 to 2028, to revive the country's economy. It also provides guidelines to see if the economy is improving,
like economic growth, poverty reduction, employment, as well as sectoral, like the transformation of agriculture, the employment, quality employment generated in manufacturing, quality employment generated in services, and so on and so forth.
The PDP aims to increase the country's gross domestic product, halt inflation, and curb unemployment and poverty incidents. NEDA says they are finishing up the PDP consultations with the private sector and will make the plan available to the public by next year.
So what we have just done in the plan is to flesh that out in terms of the strategies, the programs, the sectoral targets, the legislative requirements to achieve those targets, and so on.
For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. UP Maroons cager Sav Lucero is officially out of the UAAP Season 85 Men's Basketball Finals due to a torn ACL. The extent of Lucero's injury has yet to be disclosed. Lucero was a key player in UP's historic Season 84 run. With Lucero graduating this year, Game 2 became his last match in the Collegiate League. UP will once again face the Ateneo Blue Eagles tomorrow for finals game number 3. Meanwhile, the San Miguel Beermen are hard-pressed to beat visiting team Bay Area Dragons in today's PBA Commissioner's Cup Game 3. This after the foreign team crushed them on Friday 114-95. The team now stands at 0-2 with Bay Area leading the series. If Bay Area wins, the Beermen will be saying goodbye to any hopes of a title repeat. The teams will face off at 4 p.m. today at the Phil Sports Arena. Meanwhile, Magnolia Hotshots will also battle Ginebra today at 6:45 p.m. French President Emmanuel Macron says the French football team is ready to face Argentina and its star Lionel Messi at the World Cup finals. Messi also plays in Paris Saint-Germain club, is currently the captain of Argentina. Macron says while Messi is a great player, the French team is more than ready to face him in the finals.
He's a great player when he plays in Paris, but I prefer him in Paris than his national team. So we will do our best. No, we have a lot of respect for this team. This is a wonderful one, but I think the French team is well prepared. We have very experienced and very young players, and I think the mix of both is absolutely incredible.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. After an overwhelming yes vote in yesterday's plebiscite, Baliwag is now officially a component city of Bulacan. President Bongbong Marcos has signed the 5.2 trillion peso national budget for next year. And despite the backlash, the House of Representatives has approved the Maharlika Investment Fund bill. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.